another episode of Sleeping Giants, Red Star Belgrade, and as always, if you are enjoying this series, please do hit the like button on this video. Now, we're at the stage where we're drawing ourselves. Now, of course, this is going to be a tough one, because, of course, once again, second place in the group means we are going to be against someone decent. So we've got Chelsea, Barca, Bayern, Juve, City, Man United, PSG, and Benfica. One sec, I have to let a cat out. Apologies for that, guys. Right, yeah, so unseeded teams, of course, it's, I mean, not that it really matters, but it is Roma, us, Porto, Dortmund, Twente, Inter, Real Madrid, interestingly, and, of course, Zenit. So, also, bear in mind, I've actually not recorded any Red Star for literally one whole week, and that's because I had to sort of allocate time for someone else to use this computer, which meant that I had to get a load of stuff done. So I'm back, and I'm sort of ready, fully up to date. I had to get a little bit ahead of myself in order to get that sort of stuff done. So, let's do this. Let's just do this and see who we get. I really don't think it makes any difference. I'd like, if at all possible, City, United, Benfica, maybe. One of those. But we'll see. We'll almost certainly get one of the big dogs again, unfortunately. And it's a shame to have that happen, but sometimes you just can't do anything about it. Real Madrid will get Juve. Disappointing. Inter will get Benfica. Oh, God. All right, well, it's looking less and less good for us. Porto will get Bayern. Okay, so that's Bayern out of the way. Yeah, that's one thing. Dortmund, go on, give them Barca. Give them Barca. Oh, they got Man United. We really only could get City now. That would actually please me. Barca, okay, we could still get City. Go on, City, not Chelsea. Please, not Chelsea. City, right, okay. We beat City 4-0, remember, a couple of seasons ago. So I think there's still hope for us yet. Zenit will play PSG and Twente will play against Chelsea. Guys, I think over 2 legs against City, you just never know what we're capable of. We've beaten them 4-0 before, and the aggregate scoreline between us and City that year would have been enough to see us through. You just never know. So I will join you guys in a minute for our first match against Manchester City in the Champions League. God forbid. Let's see if we can really push it this year. I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, guys, we are back, and we are on the day of our first match in the Champions League at this stage. We've actually got a friendly after this, which I don't know why, because my assistant clearly has arranged that, which is a bit worrying. I suppose it'll keep us match fit, though. We've got plenty of time in between the games, so there's no big deal on that one. So, with that in mind, let's get into this, basically. We've played a few friendlies, as you can see. We've won all of them without really doing a great deal. I've been sort of rotating things. A few new contracts have been signed up for. A few players like Kofi scored his first international goal. Adamenko was Ukrainian Player of the Year. Ashraf was African Player of the Year. So that's good to have, actually. That's some nice positive things flowing out of the club. Anyway, let's just jump straight into the match preview. We're just going to go for this today. We are going to absolutely go for this. We're the home team. This is why we need to get... Mark Hughes is managing Manchester City again. That's something worth knowing, if nothing else. We are going to go for it. We're going to obviously not be playing this system. We're going to be doing this one, our usual home team. I was just testing that out in some friendlies for other saves and just general needing to know. Some little worries with this. So, of course, you know, it might be a little... Let's just see what we can do here. So we're going to go Toshka, Sadibi, Maman, Savicevic, Chufetic, Kaspers, Ashraf, Bazavira, Jalminia, and Adamenko. Our defence is absolutely wonderful. Like, genuinely, they are fantastic players. Bench, Divic, wow. Fernandez, Yildirim, Ulier, Kone, Scala, and Burez. I don't know, I feel like there's enough in this today for us to beat Manchester City. We've beaten them 4-0 here before, but I just have this horrible feeling in the back of my head that we're going to end up screwing this one up like we have done in the past, or that there's going to be some dodgy thing happening that's going to screw us out of the result. I really don't want that to happen today. I'd like us to just be playing well and win on merit. That would just be glorious. But we'll see how things go, basically. We're just going to have to get into this game and just... Oh, number who? Oh, it's going to be Divic, isn't it, of course. I don't know who Divic is. I've never even heard that name before. Let's just make sure we've got everything set up. Key, yep. So I've been experimenting with some other things on there and off-camera games as well. Like, one of the problems I was having was because they were, you know, we were playing a lot of matches, which is fine. I want to get as much done in between episodes as I can. The problem is when we're playing so well and winning games like 9-10-0, the games can take absolutely ages to play through. So I was suggested to maybe just play them on only commentary. That way you can... Because I thought about getting an instant result screen, and I was told that, in fact, it's a bit shit and it actually messes up your... It doesn't make substitutions, which is kind of stupid. And we can't have that. And I know we did that month a little while ago where we tested not making subs, but I don't want to do that full seasons. So instead of that, what I've done is put it on only commentary sometimes, and it means I can still make tactical changes and we can still get through the games, basically. That's the best way of me doing those games, and it means I can put more in episodes. For example, I'm thinking about bundling the last half of that last bit of the season once we're out of the Champions League into one episode. Maybe not this season, but starting from maybe next year, depending on what you guys think of that. Anyway, let's get into this. They're playing an interesting type of system. I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to match up against us. That's my issue with this. I'm worried that their system is a little bit unconventional and it might just catch us out. But you know how well we've played at home in the Champions League in the past. I just need us to step up today. I need us to step up and prove that we are good enough. We've beaten Manchester City, not this exact team, obviously, but Manchester City nonetheless, by 4-0 before. And I want to see if we can do this again, because we know that we're almost certainly going to lose the away leg. So we need to make sure that we win this. I would settle for like 2-0 though. If we can win this game 2-0, that would be just beautiful. We've started off well. We're keeping a lot of possession. We've had some shots. That's always good. We look like the better team to start with. I mean, look at that, 68% possession. That's first chance of the game goes to Manchester City, I suppose, but we've been the better team so far. Look at the amount of possession we're getting against them. We will close him down. Yeah, we are on top in every way except oh come on now. Oh, thank God he was offside. The possession stat we've got on them is absolutely ridiculous at the moment. That's what I would say. Our pass completion is phenomenal, but at the moment we're just not breaking them down enough, and we need to, I don't know, maybe just motivate the team a little bit more. We need to push forward and really try and, because I mean 0-0 is good and all that. We've not conceded an away goal yet, which is always nice, but I don't know, I just worry. It's a bit like last season against Real Madrid. We need that little bit extra, and I just don't know if we've got that in us at the moment. I'm going to do a team talk and tell them to push forward at the moment, because we do need to win this. I might switch to attacking a bit later, because we're in total control of the ball in this game. They're just clearly prepared to just let us have it, and I think that means we need to start taking some more shots at them, because at the moment we've had a lot of shots, but both teams have only hit the target on one occasion in this entire game. So DB here, if we get a goal now, that'd be good. It would make me start to feel a bit more confident. Toshka, is there a pass? There is. Out wide to Ashraf. Can he pick one of his wonderful crosses out? He's got 2 players on him, and unfortunately he's not been able to get a ball in. Volland, look at that for a touch. Santos now. Oh, please don't. Go on. Oh, come on now. Good save from Arguello. See, they've actually had 2 shots on target. That's the first real good chance of the game. It's annoying because we're in total control. Look at that, 85% pass completion is wonderful for us against Manchester City, but we've just not done enough with it at the moment. I feel like we need to just push forward a little bit more, but I'm not going to just overdo it. What is that? Suarez, Vallejo. We need to just get them to thump it long, and hopefully we can intercept it or something. That's better. Oh, wow. Don't worry. Yes, well done, Arguello. Up to Savicevic. Can he win the knockdown? No, he can't. Patrick Roberts, Volland. Roberts is always at Manchester City. Santos is through here, and what a save in the end. It's a bit tight. They're having some of the better chances. My God, this game is moving at a rate of knots. I haven't sped it up. That is genuinely crazy. Though they are starting. I wonder if they've changed their formation. No, they don't appear to have. I don't know. I am stuck. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Savicevic off and bring on Ulia, because he's played superbly lately, and I want to make sure that we give him the best chance to do that continually. So let's go again, make our first change. I don't know, like, we're in control, but we're not looking so dangerous up top, and that's a worry for me. I'm not entirely sure about it. Oh, that's dangerous. Like, as much as a 0-0 isn't enough, let's make that very clear. We need more than a 0-0 in this game, and we probably deserve, but then they've had 2 good chances. Like, do we really deserve it? That's the question. Yildirim, I am going to bring him on. Although he's not fully fit, I think we could just do with a little extra. And I don't know what other change. Maybe Burez on for Toshka, who's been absolutely non-existent today. That's our last 2 changes. Let's see what we can do from the corner. To Fedzic with the ball. Edge of the area to Sadibi. He's got a man over it. It's Efraim Maman. Can he be the man? The hero! That's 1-0 Red Star. That's better. Oh, it's Nico Kaspers. It must have deflected. Only his 2nd goal of the season, but what an important goal. But the thing is, as good as 1-0 is, I'd like to think there's another goal in us at this point, because as we've proven against Real Madrid, 1 goal lead, we have to win enough. Oh, it does, it deflects off Kasper's chest. If we can grab a 2nd in this game, then I would feel much more confident about it. But 1-0 wouldn't be the worst result in the world. It's that lack of an away goal that's kind of crucial. Go on, Ashraf. It's a poor effort. I mean, 1-0 isn't the worst result in the world. We've definitely been the better side in this game for most of it. I don't know, I just feel like away from home, though, is going to be a struggle for us. But at least we haven't conceded an away goal. That's the crucial thing. We're certainly looking better, but I just wish we'd put in a sort of performance like we did in the group stages. But thankfully, we've managed to win the game, and that alone makes me happy. It's just going to be a question of whether we can kind of replicate that form. We've got a friendly and 2 league games in between there, but that City away game on the 4th of March is going to be absolutely crucial to us. So, guys, I will join you for that in a second. I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, guys, we are back, and as you can see, we've had a couple of little wins in the meantime since those games. In fact, 2 6-0 victories, which I'll take you through now. And, well, I mean, there's good news and bad news. Firstly, Efraim Maman's continued his wonderful form this season and grabbed himself another hat-trick. I think that might be his 3rd of the season. Bear in mind, it's not like he was playing up front in this game. He was still playing, as far as I can remember. Oh, wait, maybe he was. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I think he might well have been, but even so, still, 3 goals for him, brilliant. Sidibe also bagged himself a brace, and Nico Kaspers got another one too, to add to the one he got against City. Unfortunately, Savicevic did pick up a knock in this game, which was a little bit disappointing. Now, of course, in our next match, we rested players because obviously we had the City game coming up. Did that make a difference? Hell no. We were brilliant. And as you can see, Lucas Eckel scored 4 times for us. I still think he's got a chance at this team. If he can score that consistently for us, then I see no reason why he can't be brilliant. Tufedzic and Kaspers also got on the score sheet. It was weird because it took a little while to get going, but once it did, we were just off. Unfortunately, Maman did pick up a knock in this one, which was a little unfortunate, but it hasn't affected him in the sense that I think he's fit for today's game, so that is always a bonus. I'm just going to quickly adjust our settings for the games as well, because I have been doing the only commentary tests in between the games, so I want to make sure that we're set for key and replays goal action. Otherwise, I don't want to start the game for it to just zoom past. It's been quite useful, actually, because it means I can still make changes, and I have had to. Although, admittedly, in that game, I made 3 subs at the same time, just because I wanted to keep players fit for the game against City today. No real reason to do a sort of squad report update, because we've actually only played 2 league games since the last check. We'll do one in the next episode, which will be the home game against Partizan. So there's quite a few games to be played still in between there, don't worry. So, let's just jump straight in. We've got City at home. It's crucial for us. They're playing their same tactic. I'm tempted to try and counteract that by going with our wing-back approach. Let's just see who's even fit for this. Toshka, Sidibe, Tufedzic, Kofi Kaspers, love saying that, Ashraf, Adamenko, Kone, Casado, and Bazan Vieira. Good stuff is all I can really say. We're just going to have to give it a crack. And do our best in this one. I really want Toshka to come good for us today. I feel like we're going to be on the counter against City today, so let's try and just make the most of it. You know, we can always switch to this if needs be. Obviously, there's a few. We'd have to make one single change for that to happen. I want to test this out in a real game context, but for now, I think it's better. Oh shit, that's not the right button. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Right, let's go back to that. Right, that's what we want. Well, that's weird. Okay, let's move that around a little. There we go. Let's just see how things go. Tufedzic, interestingly, has been put in there. Yildirim isn't fully fit yet, and Savicevic is still injured, so that's disappointing, because I would have liked to have had Yildirim playing in that role. But hey, let's see what Lubisa's got for us. Him and his wonderful, wonderful beard might have something special. I'd just like to see us put up a fight here. You know, we've had so much bad luck. Well, not... Actually, you know, I wouldn't say bad luck. We had a bit of poor luck against PSG in the group stages, but, you know, in the last game, it wasn't so much bad luck. We just couldn't take our chances. But we did manage to win, and we didn't concede an away goal. So if we can score a goal against City today, I would feel really, really happy with that. Kone, look how far advanced Ashraf is to start off. We're both basically playing wing-back systems, so it's going to be an interesting one. A battle of the two. They've got an extra man in that midfield area, but there might be a little space available for I don't know, let's just see. Gnabry's ball in, and it's headed into the back of the net. Bastards. Jesus Vallejo makes it 1-0 to City. I mean, it's not all done and dusted yet. You know, that just means it's level on aggregate. Admittedly, I wouldn't have liked to concede that goal, and they have started this game incredibly strong. So we might have to try and revert or try that other tactic out if they were to score a second goal. But for now, I'm still happy to stay on counter. You just never know what we're able to come up with in these sort of situations. So we're not going to knock it just yet. We're going to try and stick and hang in there like we have done in previous games and just hope that something works. But I do feel there are still changes that are going to need to be made to this tactic for it to be successful. But we'll just have to see what we can do. This is why, unfortunately, those home matches are so important. We always win them, but just never by quite enough. Vallejo, that's poor from him. Oh, wait, yes, no, it's not, because our players just weren't ready to go for it. Højbjerg out on this right-hand side. He is carrying a knock, though, so I guess that's slightly good. For us, anyway. Tanker with a long... Oh, no way. Sorry, I was expecting another one of those the deflected goals. I thought we haven't had many of those lately. Why is he aiming it where there's no players? Sidibe is a little bit of space if he can fire. Toshka's across his man here. Toshka! Good strike, good save by the goalkeeper. It's those sort of chances that we need to take. It's 1-1 on chances today, and we need to take ours. You know, when those chances arise, we need to be putting them away. Sidibe here. Toshka stepping inside. Another good strike. And, well, you know, a couple of good little efforts there for us. We're not out of the woods yet, of course, but at least we're making some effort today. We're not, completely shrinking here. Gnabry, and again, Arguello can't just hang on to it, which is disappointing. Half an hour gone though, and it is still level on aggregate, and it just needs a goal for us to make this very, very difficult for them. You know, we score and they need 2, and that's crucial. In fact, that's why I might have to switch this up a little at some stage. But at the moment, we're doing okay. We're absorbing the pressure. Okay, we'll tell them it's disappointing, but I don't think it was all that disappointing, if I'm honest. Let's just see. We're only a goal down. We're not being completely outclassed. They've got... could we maybe target that left-hand side. Let's just see what instructions we've got. No, I don't want to do it too much because, I don't know, I just find that if we do that, it could end up limiting our attack a little bit. We might have to change things in the second half. I might switch to that other tactic for a little while, just to see if we've got something in us, especially if they were to score. Evans. Kofi gets that up. But Toshka's... Again, he's had one really good opportunity which he's failed to take, which is the big shame in this situation here. But for now, we're still looking okay. It's not the end of the world. You know, we're creating chances here and there. Oh, well, this is the sort of situation they could screw this up. They're not going to, though. They're too professional for that. Goddamn. It's sort of hanging by a thread. I feel like I should change something, but I don't want to change it too prematurely. Oh, what a save. What a save again. Wonderful goalkeeping, and yeah, well done there for Brian Aguero. He did a fantastic job of keeping that one out. I don't know, I'm just feeling like... Oh, and Horrybugs had to go off now. Russell Evans, I'm assuming, is a regen. We're going to make our first change here. And the first change is going to be... I want to leave us to make sure we've got a striker available. Who should we bring off? Like... I think I want to replace someone in the centre mid, but we've got not really many options for that central role. That's the issue. I'm thinking perhaps... That is actually really, really tough. I might just hang off on that a little. Just see what happens here. I might just hang off on stuff, because we could potentially have extra time. Jufecic! Oh my god, that's the goal we needed. 1-1 here at the City of Manchester Stadium. That goal is crucial. Lubisa to Fedzic. Now, guys, this system is sticking. We are staying with this system because, you know, we're already defensive, and I'd rather stay in a defensive type counter-attacking system. And 2 Fedzic there makes it 1-1. Right, now we can make a change. I'm thinking Toshka's been poor. He has. Let's bring on Lucas. Yeah, Maman's not really fully fit yet. I'm thinking other changes will come later. It might actually have to be defensive ones for maybe our centre-backs. Right, I mean, obviously if they score, it doesn't affect us as much as you'd think. Lucas, come on. Oh, win the ball. Get out to that. Just, I wish they wouldn't do that. Terrible angle, and oh, fuck me. We're still going through at the moment, though. That's the beautiful thing about not conceding an away goal, but it is much tighter. Like, what is that? He just walked right past him. Again, wonderful goalkeeping from Arguello, but unfortunately he's put it straight back into the path of Santos, and they've been the better team today and deserve to win on the night, but it's just a question of whether we can avoid conceding that third goal. Kofi with the ball in now. Come on, Jufecic, win that header. Somebody get to that first. No, just no worries. Oh, come on now. What are you doing pushing up in your own half? Oh, sorry. He tried to play an offside trap in their half. Or that's what it looked like to me anyway. Rui Santos, yes, he has already scored, so bloody mark him. Shit. Santos now. That's like, oh, come on. He's not even in play. Fuck me. Right, okay, sorry guys. Right, okay. Fucking hell. Just when it goes right, it immediately... I'm going to switch this tactic now, because they will score the penalty, because it's a penalty, and that's what happens when you get a penalty. Sadibi will go out on the right, and we'll get Ulier on to play that left wing role. And we'll play attacking, because we've got no choice. I can't believe that. Why dive in? The ball's not even staying in play. Right, well, they will score the penalty because it's a penalty, so we may as well just change to the tactic now, preemptively. That way we make sure we're set up ready for it. I'm just going to do a push-forward team talk as well while we're here, because we have to go for this. I can't believe it. Is he ever going to take the penalty? We've not had a man sent off, have we? No, okay, just checking. I mean, they've been the better team on the night, but just I'd be disappointed if we were to go out like this, especially since we've scored and put ourselves in a really strong position. What? Hurry up and take that fucking penalty. Right, thank you. And he will score the penalty. Yep, there you go. And at the moment, we're heading out. That's a shocker. To concede those fucking penalties. Oh, dear. Sorry, it's frustrating. We looked like we'd got ourselves in a decent position, finally, in one of these matches, and... First that shot that just happens to come straight back to him, and then the penalty, and we're just back to square one again. We've got 12 minutes basically to save ourselves. It might be worth going on overload for this really, but we'll just have to see. Screw it, we're going to go on overload. We've got 10 minutes to save our skin basically. We need to come up with something in that time period. Oh, come on, free kick. Oh, sorry, I was expecting another one of these stupid... Right, go on. Have them. Just have a crack at... Oh, come on. Ashraf's one of the best fullbacks in the world, and he's just let that go over his head. Murillo. I thought that was going to be us about to... I thought he was about to pick that up and we were about to spring forward on the break. And again, the defenders are just let... Oh, there's so much space. What a save from Arguello again. Obviously, we're going to get caught out potentially when we're doing this. But we've got to take the chance now, unfortunately. It's just be so frustrating to yet again to go out in these circumstances. We've got to go. We've got to push. Doesn't look like we're going to do it, guys. It looks like, yeah, that's it. Once again, we're going to go out. I don't believe it. It's always just enough to knock you out. Fucking hell. Right. I thought we had it then. I genuinely thought when Tufetic scored with 22 minutes left, sorry, 32 minutes left, I thought that was it. I thought we'd done it. But then Rui Santos with those the rebound goal. Oh, not there was a rebound. And then a penalty. The frustration comes back again. Hopefully, I mean, I keep saying this, but hopefully next season we'll have a better luck. But I just don't think we're going to get that. We need to play better, of course we do. But I just felt in that game when we make that game 1-1, I thought, right, we've done it. We're going to get ourselves a good opportunity now. There was no point in changing the tactic at that point because it was already on the defensive style. Shame. It's a big shame. But we have to move on. And in the next episode, of course, we'll be doing the derby as always. So I hope you look forward to that, guys. And again, I apologise that we've gone out yet again in this situation. We can only hope that we'll do better next year, basically. That is all I can really hope for in this situation. So if you guys like what you're seeing, please do drop a like on the video. And if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Red Star and Outcaster icons in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the derby against Partizan. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.